last year. Space physics is a new chapter, and this is not a very difficult chapter, but it's a new chapter. New chapters are a bit challenging because their past papers are not available much. Now, I want to show you the introduction. Obviously, space physics means it is related with space, our environment, our surrounding. We have our planet, the Earth, and we first build some basic points. The Earth is a planet that orbits the sun once in approximately 365 days. The orbit of the Earth around the sun is an ellipse. The Earth rotates on its axis, which is tilted once in approximately 24 hours. So these are the basic points. Okay. After giving the heading, after giving the heading, this is space physics, and you have to copy now this screen.
Yeah.
It takes approximately 1 month for the moon to orbit the Earth. These are all very fundamental facts. We know them from our class 7. It takes approximately 500 seconds for light from the sun to reach the Earth. You have to copy this also.
Yeah.
So these are some fundamental facts. Now I'm starting with average orbital speed. I'm starting with average orbital speed. So the planets are orbiting the sun. The planets are orbiting the sun, and they orbit the center by a speed. The formula says V is equal to 2 pi r upon T. Capital T is the orbital period. Capital T means time period. So you have to give this new heading, average orbital speed.
Done.
Now you have to copy the formula.
Done.
The solar system. Now, solar system is well known for us. Officially, there were 9 planets in the start. Later, they kicked out Pluto, and now they say there are officially 8 planets in our solar system. So give a heading, solar system.
Done.
Solar system is our part. The solar system consists of one star, the sun. Make sure that we have now 8 planets. We had 9 before. Minor
Yes.
planets that orbit the
Pluto
sun.
is not planet
Sorry,
anymore.
did you say something?
Pluto is not a planet anymore.
Sorry, I couldn't get you.
I'm saying that Pluto isn't a planet anymore.
Pluto was our Pluto is still there. Pluto is still there, but now Pluto has been declared a dwarf. And later I will explain what is a dwarf. But it now there are 9 planets now there are 8 planets in our solar system. So after giving the heading solar system, give a side heading introduction and copy this.
Done.
Now, moons. There are also moons in our solar system. We have only one moon, and that is that our moon is always under discussion on our Eid days. But other planets, some of them have multiple moons, smaller solar system bodies, including comets, natural satellites. So our solar system is quite crowded, but this is a miraculous design that they are orbiting in their own orbits, but still it's a crowded system. You have to copy this also.
Done.
Now, the solar system consists of the sun, 8 planets, natural and artificial satellite, dwarf planets, and asteroids, and comets. Now, look at this, our sun. Sun is the center of the solar system. The sun lies at the center of the sun, and it is actually so big that 99% of the mass of the solar system is our sun. The 8 planets in our solar system in ascending order of the distance from the sun are these. So you have to copy, you have to give a side heading, the sun. And then you have to copy this.
Um,
Now, there are 8 planets in our solar system. We are putting them in ascending order: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. In our earlier classes, in junior classes, we used to learn them also, but still now here, it's a time to get them back. You have to copy this.
done.
Now, look at this order. They are in order of the distance from the sun, and this is a way to remember them, like a paragraph. My very excellent mother just served us noodles. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter is a way to learning it. Now, dwarf, give us side heading, dwarf.
Done.
Now, what are dwarf planets? They are actually a natural satellite that orbits the sun, that for practical purposes, they are smaller than a planet. Initially, Pluto was considered to be a planet. So when you consider a dwarf planet, it is actually a modified version. It's not a planet, it's a small, like a moon. Now you have to copy this definition. Dwarf is a dwarf planet is actually not a planet. It's like a moon. It's an abundant planet and it is smaller than a planet.
Done. Done.
Now, like Pluto, it was initially considered as a planet, but later it was declared to be a dwarf. There are 8 planets and an unknown number of dwarf planets. The gravitational field around planet is strong enough to have pulled all objects. Around a dwarf, actually, dwarf gravitational field is not very strong. So it cannot pull other objects. So what happened that dwarf planets are there, but they are able to orbit the sun. But normally other objects do not orbit them. So after copying this, you have to now copy this bracket only, this bracket.
Done.
Now give us side heading asteroid.
Done.
Look at the shape. This is an asteroid. Asteroids, sometimes called minor planets, are rocky, airless remnant left over from the early formation of our solar system. We have a story that initially it was our sun. It got some particles, some pieces separated from the sun. And this is how solar system started a journey. And now there are some pieces which are properly developed like planets. There are some rocky pieces which are asteroids. You have to copy this screen.
done,
Now, asteroid belt. Now, just like solar system, there is a region in which asteroids are dumped. They are present there. So there is a region where many asteroids are found, and in this region, so this is around the sun. They're also orbiting around the sun, but they are found in a particular region. Now you have to give a side heading: moons.
done,
Key moons in our solar system: Earth moon, Mars moon, Jupiter moon, Saturn moon, Uranus moon, and these moons are orbiting their respected planets. Uh, in our basic knowledge, what is a moon? Moon is an object. It's a natural satellite. It is able to reflect the light of the sun. For our system, for our Earth, moon is a source of light in the night. So right under it, that moon is a natural satellite. Moon is a natural satellite. It is able to reflect. It is able to reflect the light of the sun. Give us side heading: comets.
done,
So what are comets? Comets are cosmic snowballs. They are frozen gases, and they're also orbiting the sun, but they are different from asteroid. And when a comet orbit being close to the sun, because of the temperature of the sun, look at the screen, they heat up and then they generate ice and dust in air. Asteroids and comets also orbit the sun. Asteroid is a small rocky object, and comets are made of dust and ice and orbit the sun in a different orbit as compared to planets. So after giving the heading comets, you have to copy this bracket only. Now give a heading satellite. Look at the, keep on looking the pictures also side by side. Satellite, a natural satellite is any celestial body in space that orbit around a larger body. We have an artificial satellite and we have a natural satellite. So there are two types of satellites, natural and artificial. So you have to copy the two lines, the first two lines.
Under the comments,
Sorry.
under the same heading.
You have given the heading satellite. Under the heading, copy this. After this, now look at the concept. There are two types of satellite, natural and artificial. Some planets have moons which orbit them. Moons are an example of natural satellites. So whatever we are launching are also satellites, and moon is also a natural satellite. You have to copy this. Have you copied it?
Yes.
So there are two types of satellites. Artificial satellites are man-made. We send them in space. Like recently, India has sent a satellite which landed on the moon. Many other satellites are in the world. So these satellites are naturally orbit in our solar system. Now scientists are thinking to send satellite for other planets also. Now there is some planetary data, and this actually will be given in the paper. It is a source of some a type of questions. Now you have to give this heading planetary data.
Yeah.
Planetary data covers orbital distance, orbital period, density, surface temperature, uniform gravitational field. So these are the values. They will be given like this. Such questions can come in the paper. These questions are basic ratio-based questions. You have to now copy this screen. I'm just coming. Copy this screen. Now give a new heading, gravitational field strength. The symbol is small g. Now, what is gravitational field strength? It is the force per unit mass, gravitational field strength. It is the force per unit mass First, let's write down the definition. Write down the definition. It is the gravitational force per unit mass. Now, the formula G is equal to F upon M. Make a concept. Likewise, there is a strength of a Wi-Fi signal. There is a strength of a Bluetooth signal. Mobile companies put their towers. They have a strength also. Similar to that, there is a gravitational field strength. There is a gravitational field strength. You have to copy this screen now, the formula and the unit.
What does N mean?
Yes, please ask again. What did you say?
What does N mean?
N for Newton. N is for Newton.
Um,
And what is Newton? It's a unit of force.
Wait.
N is equal to Newton. It's a unit of force. The strength of the gravitational field at the surface of a planet depends upon the mass of the planet and also how much you are away. If you move away from a planet's surface, the value of G decreases. You have to copy this screen also.
Done.
So as you move away from a planet, like when you launch a rocket, the gravitational field strength decreases.
Done.
That okay. So we were here now that when you move away from a planet, the gravitational field strength decreases. So we stop here and we will inshallah continue in our next class. Allah Hafiz.